Yo, what's up guys, it's Mike. It's Wednesday. We just had a crazy ass back workout. Working out with my man Tony back there, finishing up doing some M100s. We did it really good today. We did pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, went into bent over rolls with dumbbells, deadlifts, and ended up with T-bar rolls. Then I did some sled. Man, that stuff is tough, man. And then I'm gonna finish off with abs. It's honestly a very, very simple ab workout. I do a lot of different types of ab workouts. You know, keep my exercises real simple. I don't try to think too much because when it comes down to exercise, a lot of people try to think that complex exercises work better. That's a huge misconception. Simple exercises are actually most of the time the most effective ones. I know a lot of trainers that try to make their exercises very complex, and it makes it harder to do, and they think, oh, because I can make it really hard to do and stuff, it's gonna work better. You know, that's why you see people standing on like one foot doing, you know, balancing act type of stuff, and I used to see it all the time at the gyms, but it really isn't that effective. Simple exercises most of the time will work the best. So I'm gonna show you my ab exercises that's really simple and probably one of the only ab machines that I actually do. Before we do that, I'm reading a book right now. Well, actually, I just got done reading it. It's called The Steve Jobs Way. And that's what brought up the topic today about simplicity. Everybody knows Steve Jobs, right? I mean, hell, they made a movie about the guy. I just finished it, and they talked about a lot of different things, about thinking different, about perfection, all this stuff. But one thing that really stuck out that I think can really be applied to exercising is simplicity. The first iPhone that ever came out only had one button. Versus if you think of all the old school phones, they had like all these crazy buttons, and back then people thought, oh, you know, if you just have more buttons, it's more gadgety and it looks more cooler, but that wasn't the case. He realized that, and he wanted it to be one button. If you read that book, not only are you gonna learn about the idea of simplicity, on why he went through all this effort to make sure that his new phone, the iPhone, that is now like the staple of all cell phones, only have one button, but also everything else that he did that made Apple pretty much top in the world. If you don't read a lot of books, or if you don't listen to audiobooks, guys, it's time to go ahead and start. The reason why is this, you know, think about it. Every day you should be training your body to get better, at stronger, and to try to perfect your body. But one thing you also gotta do to balance it out is strengthen your mind. You work your body hard, but you gotta work your mind hard. They work together. And most importantly, your mind is a lot more important. It's what's gonna go ahead and get you farther in life, including getting the body that you want. And I learned that, and I learned a lot of different stuff, you know, reading these audiobooks. So I wanna share that with you guys. If you haven't checked it out, go to audible.com/Mike so you get your first audiobook for free. And if you haven't checked out that book, check it out. It's called The Steve Jobs Way. Okay, so check that out. There's a lot of other books on Steve Jobs. I'm about to go ahead and start on another book by him because I'm just blown away at the stuff that he talks about in there, and I'm learning a lot, and I really love it. You know, I work my body every day, and I try to work my mind the same way. So now that we're done with that, I'm gonna show you the exercise that's so simple for abs. I do it almost all the time, and it's really simple. You don't have to think about it. Check it out. So this is it. Very, very simple. This is called a Roman chair. So I started using this about a few months ago. And it's a really simple piece of equipment. There's no moving parts. And the reason why I like this ab exercise versus pretty much all other ab machines is because when you're using this exercise for abs, there's almost no way that you're not gonna contract your abs. And if you watch any of the ab videos, you'll know that when it comes to working out on abs, the most important thing is to make sure that your abs are contracting. Because when you're doing sit-ups, when you're doing a lot of other ab exercises or ab machines, a lot of times the points that you can stress on is you end up maybe stressing your neck, doing a lot of this. You stress your hip flexors, right? The muscles right here. A lot of times people will get sore right here before they even contract their abs. And what I like about this is you just jump on, you just hook your feet up right here, you just lean back, and automatically your abs are gonna be tense. You see, I mean, there's no way that your abs won't be tense, okay? So today, I haven't done my ab workout yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my ab workout. And usually what I do on something like this is I'll do about 4 sets, and I'll try to get anywhere from 15 to about 20 reps with each set. Before we do that, I'm gonna give you a couple quick tips that you definitely need to know when using this machine, okay? Number 1, If you're working out at a gym, you've seen one of these machines, use it, okay? Forget all the other ab machines, they suck. Not talking shit. Actually, I am talking shit. They all suck, I hate them. But I like this one. Number 2 though, I realized that, so I'm 5'10", okay? For you guys that wonder how tall I am, but this is the reason why I'm telling you this is because I've had a lot of guys that are taller. They're like 6 foot, 6'2", 6'4", and when they try using this particular machine, what happens is their legs are a lot longer, so their feet will end up sticking out to here. What's gonna happen is you're gonna end up hanging your legs all the way out here. Now, that's still fine, but it becomes a little more uncomfortable. What you can do though is, these equipment also have adjustable pads that allow you to go a little lower, so this way you're able to hook your feet maybe down here for you guys that are a little taller that have longer legs. If you have a weak lower back, make sure that when you're doing this exercise to come only to parallel right here. Okay, see how my body is parallel to the ground and I'm not going any further. It's still working the hell out of your abs, but the lower you go, the more stress on your lower back. But when I first started and I went lower, I'll be honest with you, man, I almost hurt my lower back. Because even though it's really stressful, it's really good on your abs, but the lower you go, the more lower back stress it is. And if your back isn't used to it, you're probably gonna end up pulling it. The most you want to go in the beginning is parallel. Now, if you feel like you have a lot of pressure in your lower back, even at that point, you can still just do not even parallel, just to here. Next thing you want to do is when you're starting off, put your hands across your chest and don't even worry about weight. I see people, they do this exercise and they grab like big old 25 pounds or 45 pound weights. Don't do that, okay? Start off, when you start off, you should have your hands across your chest. If it's kind of tough, have your hands right here. If it's too easy on both of these, put your hands behind your head. If that's too easy, do this. Put your hands across like this, and come down. Okay, now if you did all of those and it's still too easy, then you can go ahead and grab some weight and try doing this exercise with weight. Now let's go ahead and do this. 4 sets. I'm gonna shoot anywhere from 15 to 20 reps. And that's all it takes, and this is my actual ab workout for today. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So usually what I do is I sit here, count about 10-15 seconds, and then just go again. I try to make it really quick. A lot of times you can just sit here and relax. So this way you don't waste any time. I'm usually done with this, in and out, maybe 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that, not too long. Okay, set number 2. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so set number 2, that was 15 reps. I did about 20 on the first one, so it's getting tough already. Alright, and man, I really feel my abs on this. I really like this, but I'm just being careful. Sometimes I try to go a little lower, but today I did a lot of sets of deadlifts and a lot of sets of those T-bar rolls, and my lower back is fatigued. So I'm not gonna try to push myself too much. And just stay safe. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 more. 4, 3. Alright, now my abs are on fire. So 3 sets in, that was about 15 reps. Whew, man, that's what I like about this exercise. You don't have to think, you don't have to change around. I would say probably about half of my ab workouts, I just do this. You know, is it effective? Absolutely. Are there other great exercises that you can do? Sure there is. But when I really look at the difference, they're all, what I do is I have probably about 10 ab exercises that I really like to do, and I just change them up. But a lot of times when I don't have to think, when I just want to go, knock it out and be done with it, I just jump on this because there's not much thinking. I just jump on it, knock out 4 sets, and I'm done with abs. Like I said, you don't need to work a lot on abs, okay? 5 minutes to 10 minutes, 5 days a week, that's it, okay? What you do need to focus on though is making sure you get rid of that belly fat. That's covering your abs, that's the most important. Okay. Alright, so that's another 15. Those last 5, the more fatigue your ab gets, this is very important for this machine, the more fatigue that your ab gets, the more lower back you're gonna end up using. Because remember, your abs and your lower back, they work together. They both are tense, so they keep it nice and tight. If one's weak, if your lower back, let's say this is your abs and this is your lower back, if your lower back is weak, your abs will have to work harder, they'll have to tense up harder. Vice versa, if your abs are a little weak, your lower back would have to tense up harder to compensate, right? That's why a lot of people hurt their lower backs. So this exercise is really good for abs. Just make sure to remember those tips I told you in the beginning by not going down too low and keeping your lower back safe. So there you go. Simple ab workout, very effective. I'm done with abs for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, if you've seen one of these guys, if you haven't tried it before, give it a shot, okay? You're gonna like it, it's simple, it's very effective, and don't forget simplicity, okay? That's all it takes to work out, keep everything simple and effective. Check out that book, it's gonna teach you all about simplicity, plus why Steve Jobs is, in my opinion, probably one of the top entrepreneurs in our generation, and everybody else's opinion, and I say check it out. Go to audible.com/Mike and get it for free. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.